Hey, my name is Niko House, and I'm here with Appo Jabarian. Can you tell people a little bit about yourself? Like, what do you do here? Did you help organize the event? How did you get involved?
I've been a long-time supporter of Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, and I got involved actually from the first time when I started educating myself about her work and about her leadership and about her persona as an honest political leader as opposed to being just another politician who gives lip service.
Absolutely.
So just like I was sharing a while ago, many of us are fed up with politicians who give their constituents lip service, take their money, move on, and they forget about their promises. But when it comes to individuals like Tulsi, we have in Tulsi a true believer in a set of values. See, nowadays we go through such a challenging time when the value system in the United States has been turned upside down.
Absolutely.
We lost the value system, so it's refreshing to see leaders and great human beings, kind spirits like Tulsi Gabbard, who can make themselves available in service of the people. Tulsi has shown courage, integrity, and vision. So I've seen her going to so many different countries that have been very vulnerable, like I was naming Armenia, Artsakh, Lebanon, Syria, Cyprus, Greece. So,
For those of you who don't know, these are all countries that have suffered a massive diaspora of their people because of the bullying of a lot of these nations, which you were alluding to, right?
and the bully of the region is obviously Turkey, that has become a highway of jihadis pouring into that poor country, Syria, destroying the sovereignty of Syria.
And do you feel like the United States has a lot to do with that?
I would say the major corporations, because this is like greed and a neoconservative agenda that is destroying the great reputation that the United States had once in the entire world, and especially in Middle East. There was a time when photos of U.S. presidents used to be featured in both Christian and Muslim households in Middle East, and now after so many decades of neoconservative controlled perverse policy, foreign policy, not only the photos of the U.S. presidents came down, but also people started burning U.S. flags in the streets, in the main streets of Middle East, and that's a shame.
Yeah.
So we need to have somebody like Tulsi who can bring back the reputation for this beautiful country.
So, are you a Democrat or a Republican?
I am independent.
So you're like, oh, you're registered as an independent.
I am independent. I like certain values from both sides, but I don't follow blindly just one party. I am guided by a value system, and even if, let's say, a political candidate has a challenging situation and the chances of victory may not be as great, but because of my commitment to my own principles and value system, you can count on me to be there all the time.
So I want to play devil's advocate. A lot of people would say this is a little early to endorse somebody in the primaries. What is it that you feel separate? Because there's, a guy named Bernie Sanders who a lot of people think are just as progressive as Tulsi are. So what made you say this is the one that I have to not only commit myself to, but you sat here and you asked your friends, I don't know if you have any family in the crowd, you put your integrity on the line for Tulsi Gabbard. What separated her there from everybody else in your opinion?
She's the real deal. She's absolutely the real deal. And I'm not guided by political calculations. I'm guided by her vision. I'm guided by the compatibility of the values that I live by in my everyday life. So to me, it's an honor and such a pleasure to be an early supporter of Tulsi Gabbard. And I know she's got bright future ahead of her no matter what happens. And through her, we the larger American community, the mainstream community, we also have a bright future along with her. thanks to her genuine leadership and also her courage and also her self-empowerment to speak truth to power.
So just really quick before we finish, once again, can you let the people know what your name is, where you're from, and then your role in this particular event?
My name is Appo Jabarian. I'm the publisher of USA Armenian Life Magazine. I'm also a Screen Actors Guild and American Federation of Radio and Television Artists Union member as a professional actor. And I'm also a community organizer and activist, and I'm a TV host. So I enjoy what I do. And what brings me to this event today is my support, is my strong commitment to see Tulsi emerge as a victorious candidate, because her victory will be a victory for the entire United States, and also for that matter, for the entire humanity.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and thank you for I mean, not even just for supporting Tulsi, but for being an activist. There are a lot of people in a position like yours. They decide to take time off and worry about themselves, and it is nice to see people who have that power, who have influence, say, I'm not going to sit back just because I'm good, I'm okay, I'm successful, my family's okay. You feel like you have, it seems like you feel like you have even more of a responsibility to make sure that other people can enjoy the opportunities that you are blessed enough to afford.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. One more thing that I'd like to add. Physical comfort is nothing compared to spiritual comfort. When we do our duty, when we carry out our duty as activists and committed and concerned citizens in our communities, that gives us a kind of comfort that you cannot buy, a kind of comfort that you cannot find anywhere outside of yourself, but in yourself, because you've done your duty, you're committed to being the best that you can, so that you can make a difference and continue making a difference, empower others to do the same, so that we can have movement type of people power.
Absolutely. Thank you so much once again.